Alright, so I'm gonna give it a quick summary for people that just want to get it out the way, just want a quick video. So look, when Primadon lifts his right leg backwards, which is your left, he's gonna kick. You cannot parry, you cannot block it, you need to dodge it. When he lifts it up in the sky, like he's about to step on you, like you've seen just there, you need to parry that. You can't block that also, that's a block breaker. When he lifts up his left leg, like he lifts up his right leg, which is to your right, he's gonna step on you 3 times, you need to parry, parry, parry. And there you go. Also, you should probably be right under his feet, because if you back up a little bit, he's gonna start punching and grabbing. Now that I got that out of the way, if you still don't understand, I'm gonna break it down bit by bit. So if you're still not able to do it after this video, I don't know, I think you just gotta go and learn like physically, like you just gotta go and fight him yourself and learn that way, because I'm gonna break it down piece by piece. Alright, let's start with the kick. So you see how he lifts his right leg back, which again is to your left. You cannot block that. If you try to block it, he will block break you. If you try to parry it, he will block break you. So you just have to dodge. And he has another attack with his right foot, as presented on the screen right here. He will stomp 1 time. That's with his right leg. He will stomp 1 time. Every time he stomps with his right leg, it will always be 1 stomp. Or like he does a little kick. This one, you can dodge or you can parry, but you cannot block it. So I recommend you parry it, and if you dodge it, or you dodge it, just hope it doesn't kick again, unless you have the perk where when you M1 it resets your dodge cooldown. But most definitely parry this as well. And with his left leg, he will always do the triple stomp with his left leg. He doesn't do any other attack with his left leg. If he lifts his left leg up, you need to parry 3 times. Now, something that I see people doing when they say parry that like triple stomp is they hold block and expect it to parry every attack. It doesn't work like that. Like, you need to parry it like a rhythm, like 1, 2, 3. Now, when you get a certain amount of hits on Primadon, he will guard break, which he will take a knee. And when he takes his knee, that's where you're all gonna want to get your damage off. You know, that's where everyone wants to jump and just start hitting like as much as possible. But you know, with this, like the only way you're really getting hit is if like you would get a ping spike, or you would M1 him more than you're supposed to. And I'm gonna get into that right now. So like with a stiletto, you can hit him like 4 times, but I recommend you hit him 3 times to get used to it, the way like the attack patterns work, get used to your parrying and dodging and stuff like that. With a katana, like a shattered katana or sword, I think you can do it like 2 to 3 times, but I would recommend you do it twice, again, to get like, familiar with it. With a great sword, you can do it once or 2 times. I think you might be able to do it 3 times, I don't know, but I wouldn't test it. I think it's twice though. So, but yeah, do it 1 to 2 times to get used to the heavy as well, And with fist, I normally punch it 3 times, and if I have a gun as my sidearm, I would like shoot it and then punch it 3 times, but probably punch it twice so you can get used to it. And yeah, the only way you're really gonna get hit is if like, your ping spikes or you M1 more than you're meant to. But one of the most key things that you need to do while you're fighting Primadon with friends is make sure they all space out, so you guys are not hitting each other and stuff like that. And like, you should line up, like in a decent formation, because what I know is some people like to hit Primadon at the back and some people like to hit at the front, and then it starts doing 360s and turning around, and then some people get confused. So yeah, just make sure Primadon's facing like one direction, and try not to move around and start running about while you're doing it, because to be honest, while you're moving, it's not really doing much for you, but it's only putting you in the line of like fire for allies and stuff like that. Just stand still and relax, don't panic, you know what I'm saying? And another thing you need to do is, when you want to tap out of the fight versus Primadon, make sure someone else hits it before you start running away. Because when you start running away and you've hit it, it's gonna be aggro to you. So when you're running, you're gonna get out of like, you're gonna move from under him, which is gonna make him do another attack. So he might grab an ally, or he might punch an ally, or he might even grab you. And if he grabs you and you're low enough, I'm sorry, but it's just wraps. You're not surviving. And what I noticed is when I was trying to teach a friend how to do Primadon, what he would do is when he's going in for an attack, like when he's about to, you know, switch in, he would just run it in and punch or hit Primadon. So what you need to do is when you're going in for the attack, make sure you parry or dodge his attack before you go in for the attack, because you might run in, get one punch off, and he might just kick you when you're trying to get your second one off, you know? So go in, wait for it to attack, parry it, and then start punching. And one thing that I want to say that you guys got to stop doing if you're doing this, and if you know someone that's doing this, the great sword users or the heavy users, what they like to do with Primadon is they like to sprint in and get the running attack, and then Primadon just starts bugging, like he lifts both his feet in the air. Like, stop doing that, you're messing everyone up. And then the Mantra users, when they be using their little spells and shit, don't do that. Primadon isn't immune to spells, but he's highly resistant. You're not doing any damage. Like, you will do a small bit, but you're better off M1 in him. You do more damage with M1 in him than you do while hitting him with a Mantra, because he has Mantra resistance. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap it up because I don't really like to do these long videos. But yeah, this should be, like, after this you should be able to do Primadon. If you still don't know, or like you got any other questions that I didn't cover, you know, my Discord is literally my my YouTube username, like the 1234, like that's the tags, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, just DM me and yeah, I'll answer you guys whenever I get a chance. And thank you for subscribing and stuff, because you know I finally hit 1K, and yeah, that's just an accomplishment for me. So yeah, later.